Howdy. Today I'm going to show you how to test app compatibility for Apple Silicon chips without having an Apple Silicon. With the new Apple Macs, a lot of people have been wanting to know about compatibility for specific apps. The problem is with thousands of apps that can be found that can run on Mac, it's difficult to know if a particular app is compatible before you actually go out and buy an Apple Silicon Mac. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you this tool I've built that helps solve this, that will check it without having a physical Apple Silicon Mac. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to desertarm.com and we're going to open up the Apple Silicon app test. And you can find a link to this in the description. And what this does is this is a new experimental test that runs directly from your browser. You don't have to install anything, and it all runs on your computer. And what it does is it checks for app support for the apps that you already have. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select, and then I'm going to select. We're going to do Steam. So what you'll need to do is go to your applications folder to select an app, or you can select multiple. The more you select, the longer it'll take to load them in. So for now, we're just going to select Steam though. So it should be right here. Yeah, there it is. Steam, open. And now it's loaded in the app file and it's scanned it. And this is not compatible natively, so it'll have to be translated with Rosetta 2. Now, if it is fully compatible, then it'll let you know. If it's not like this one, then you can go to the developer and check for a native compatible version, or just check with the developer to confirm that it will work with the Rosetta 2. You can also search this site, and if we don't have it listed, you can request a review on GitHub, and just with this link, and then it'll search to see if we have any reviews in progress. If not, you can do a new issue, and then a new app request template, and you'll get rid of all this extra info and things in between the brackets, and you'll type in the details of the app that you'd like to review, and we'll manually review it to ensure it is supported on Apple Silicon via Rosetta 2 translation. But next, we're going to try another app, and we'll try IINA, which is a video player. And it should be right here. And so we're going to load this in. Again, this might take a minute, depending on how large the app file is. So it's done, and it's scanned, and we can see that IINA, we have version 1.07 on our computer. However, a native version 1.2.0, has been reported for this app to be native. And so what that means is this is an older version, but since somebody else scanned it, we have a report that this app is native, and that means when you buy your Apple Silicon device, you can simply download this version and it'll work natively and it'll run even faster. So next we're going to try an Intel only app. So we're going to try Notion. So this is the most up-to-date version of Notion. However, this version of Notion is the Intel version. There can be separate Intel and Apple Silicon versions. So I'm just going to look in here. Here we go, Notion. And this is the Intel only version. We're just going to open it up, let it load in. So you might ask, what does it mean if it's not native? That simply means that it doesn't support running natively on an ARM processor. So you might ask, well, don't all previous Mac apps just work via Rosetta 2 translation? And it's a little more complicated than that. Most apps will work with Rosetta 2 translation, but it's not a perfect technology. Apps will have some issues, some graphical bugs sometimes, but will work well enough. And a few apps will fail to launch entirely, and some apps will have virtually no issue and perform even faster than they would on Intel. For now, the best way is to have an app run under Rosetta, under human review. Um, and as we can see, Notion, even though we have the Intel version of Notion on our computer, it is the most up-to-date version we can get for Intel. There has been a separate 2.0.11 version that is native to Apple Silicon, so we know that works. So you might ask, like, well, why can't this just tell me? But again, it has to be under human review, and it's the process that this uses to review the app isn't advanced enough. We would have to literally load up a whole Mac into your browser. That's a little bit more complicated than we can do for now. Feel free to subscribe or get on our email list for when we have more to report on that. So once again, if you have an app that this doesn't automatically tell you, it can't review, you can simply request a review and we'll report on it for you. Feel free to comment below with any additional questions you might have that I might not have covered in this video, and I'll check out below. You can also find the link to this page in the description below. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have a great day.